first exercise, although it looks simple, in my mind is probably the most important one that I'm going to show you. This one is not, again, simply a stretch. This is the one that will actually switch your brain into a more relaxed mode, relax the chest muscles, relax the rib cage. So basically what you do is you put your bottom on one end of the foam roller, you lie gently down, you have your head on the other end, and really they're just laying your arms out wide, palms up, and you're lying there for 10 minutes. You can close your eyes, listen to some music, whatever you prefer, but essentially it's a 10-minute meditation. And as I say, that is enough time to allow gravity to work on the muscles of your chest and your neck. And as I said, to start to switch your brain around to a more relaxed mode of operating. And that's simply it. Second exercise, really important. This one's a more mechanical stretch, I suppose. And again, it's to really get people out of that hunchback, hunched over sort of position. So for this one, we put the foam roller side on. We sit on the floor in front of it. Position it so that when I lie down, it's kind of across the top of my shoulders like that. My knees are bent, my feet are on the floor, bottoms down. I place my hands behind my head with the fingers interlocked so they're supporting my head. My elbows are not flared right out to the side, they're sort of 45 degrees forward. And the first movement is simply to stretch over the foam roller as far as I can go and hold that position for about 20 seconds. From there, we come up, lift your bottom up a little and then roll up over the foam roller, about one vertebral or two vertebral segments, and then repeat the stretch. Down, so your head's towards the floor, it doesn't matter if it doesn't touch, it just goes as far as you comfortably can. 20 seconds you hold that. You're coming forward again. Once again, lift your bottom a little, roll up over the roller, and stretch down at the next point. You'll keep doing that really until the roller is down about the base of your rib cage here. Once you've done that, your stretching on the pole is done, and up you get. The third exercise is the one that's to do with the headaches, neck pain, and even to an extent the upper shoulder pain. You know, people come in and they say they're developing a hump on their back of their neck. How can they get rid of it, doc? You know, what can you do for me? So this one's for that. The main problem with this, the main reason for this problem is that people are sitting at a computer or a desk. The head starts moving forward and forward and forward, and they can't get it back in the end. They're stuck there. So that creates enormous tension on those muscles because they have to hold the poor head off the desk. If the head is in line with the shoulders, it doesn't need much force to be able to balance your head, but if it starts drifting forward, the forces get enormous. So the exercise that we're going to do is simple, and it doesn't look like it's much, but there aren't many other exercises that involve the head. So it is simply getting your finger, placing it on your chin, and without pushing your finger, what you want to be doing is drawing your head back in a straight line as far as you can pull it, and then holding that position for 8 seconds. And then release. And you will do this exercise 20 to 30 times a day. It doesn't look like much, but it is a weights training exercise called isometrics. And again, it's one of the few tools that we've got to actually move your head from forward position to gradually get it back in line with your shoulder. It's a bit like orthodontics for your neck. It's slow and steady, but it does get you there in the end. I mean, of all the exercises that I show people, this one probably looks the most mundane or the most feeble, but for the people that do it, the required amount of times a day, the 20 to 30 exercises a day, or the times they do it a day, 98% of them get themselves out of trouble. Most people don't do it because they think it looks sort of stupid and how could it really work. But if they do it, they go from being in pain in this position, out of pain in this position. This position, they can't turn their neck. Little experiment, put your hands behind your back, pull your head in, suddenly you've got full rotation. So looks simple, looks easy, looks ineffective, but very powerful exercise if done correctly and if done frequently enough. So I advise you take note and do it. Okay, that was the exercises, and I'm sure that if you do them as we've described on the video, you'll get the benefit over the next week. What I have found as a chiropractor over the years of practicing that I've had is that some people may have had their problems for 20, 30 years. In those circumstances, you may want to accelerate the process of change. You want to get a little bit better quicker. In that case, come and see me and we can start off by giving you a small adjustment, which helps the whole process of healing, returning your spine to normal, decreasing the stress. If you know you're that sort of person, feel free to give me a call. I think the details of my clinics are probably at the bottom of this video, certainly on the website. So I thank you for your time. I'm Colin Beauty. Goodbye for now.